Welcome to Night of Champions. We have an exciting match card tonight, and let's get started immediately. We start off with a Hell in a Cell match between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. This rivalry started when Liv Morgan attacked Rhea Ripley after her match in response to her title challenge being turned down. Rhea Ripley tracked down Liv Morgan backstage, and they both got into a brawl. Despite Morgan's best efforts, Ripley overwhelmed her and put her through a table. 2 weeks later, Liv Morgan returned and once again got into a brawl with Rhea Ripley after her match. This time round, she was able to have the upper hand as she takes out Ripley. The following week, Liv Morgan clinched the opportunity to challenge Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship after defeating Blair Davenport in a #1 contender match. Ripley came out to address Morgan and undermined her chances. Ripley then challenged Morgan to a Hell in a Cell match at Night of Champions. And past Monday Night Raw, Rhea Ripley picked up a psychological advantage as she pinned Liv Morgan for the victory in an arranged mixed tag team match. Will Ripley do the same again tonight, or can Morgan finally overcome her and win over the title? Let's find out right away. Making her way to the ring, the challenger, Liv Morgan. With a fierce determination burning in her eyes, Morgan approaches the Hell in a Cell match, ready to put an end to the torment and suffering inflicted upon her by the ruthless Rhea Ripley. For weeks, these two women have engaged in a war of words and actions, each seeking to gain the upper hand. Now, with the Women's World Championship on the line, Morgan is more determined than ever to dethrone the dominant champion and claim the title for herself. Will Morgan's resilience and determination be enough to overcome the daunting challenge ahead? And making her way to the ring, the champion, Rhea Ripley. With an aura of dominance and a menacing scowl, Ripley approaches the Hell in a Cell, ready to put an end to the challenge of Liv Morgan once and for all. The champion has been merciless in her torment of Morgan, pushing her to the limits of endurance and beyond. Now, with the Women's World Championship on the line, Ripley is determined to prove her supremacy and crush the spirit of her opponent. Will Ripley's reign of terror continue unabated?
The following Hell in a Cell match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Women's World Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Paramus, New Jersey, Liv Morgan. And her opponent. From Adelaide, Australia, representing the Judgment Day, the Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
The brutal Hell in a Cell structure is now lowered, and we are finally getting started. It did not take long for Ripley to show her power as she threw Morgan into the cell structure and broke it. The action spills to the ringside. Both met at the top of the Hell in a Cell structure and continued to brawl. Both competitors are evenly matched, with a clear desire to emerge victorious.
Ripley's power and experience are matched by Morgan's quickness and determination as the two women engage in a battle of wills. The action is fast-paced and intense, with neither competitor willing to back down.
Rhea Ripley is using her strength and power to dominate the match as she overwhelms Liv Morgan. The crowd gasps in anxiety as they fear for the safety of both competitors on top of the cell. Things are not looking well for Liv Morgan as Rhea Ripley throws her around on top of the cell. She is in a major disadvantage for this brutal matchup. The crowd is on its feet, chanting and cheering as the competitors battle on top of the cell. Morgan's resilience and refusal to give up begin to pay off as she starts to gain momentum and push Ripley to her limits. Through the roof. Both women fell back into the ring. Unbelievable. We still cannot believe that Liv Morgan kicks out of the pin, even after falling through the roof of the Hell in a Cell structure. And she is now fighting back with all her might and remaining energy. Liv Morgan kicks out of the frog splash too. Rope-hung lung blower on Rhea Ripley. And Liv Morgan win the match after all. Ripley kicks out. She refuses to stay down. Oblivion! Is this finally over?
Here is your winner and new Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan.
In a shocking upset, Liv Morgan emerges victorious, claiming the Women's World Championship from the dominant Rhea Ripley. The crowd erupts in cheers as Morgan celebrates her hard-fought victory, her determination and perseverance paying off in the end. Making their way to the ring, the challengers for the World Tag Team Championship, the Creed brothers. With their intense focus and unbridled energy, Brutus and Julius Creed approach the ring, ready to take on the defending champions, Awesome Truth. After overcoming DIY to become the #1 contenders, the Creed brothers have earned this title opportunity, and they're determined to capitalize on it. Aligning themselves with the Vicious Alpha Academy has only intensified their resolve, and they're more formidable than ever. Can the Creed brothers' raw power and unrelenting drive be enough to dethrone the experienced champions? And making their way to the ring, the defending World Tag Team Champions, Awesome Truth. With their trademark confidence and swagger, Awesome Truth approaches the ring, ready to put their titles on the line against the challenger, the Creed brothers. Since winning the tag titles at WrestleMania, Awesome Truth has been on a tear, overcoming a string of formidable challengers and solidifying their reign as one of the greatest tag teams in history. Will Awesome Truth's experience and expertise be enough to fend off the challengers?
The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the challengers, weighing in at a combined weight of 511 pounds, representing Alpha Academy, the team of Brutus and Julius Creed, the Creed brothers. And their opponents, weighing in at a combined weight of 460 pounds, the team of The Miz and R-Truth, the World Tag Team Champions, Awesome Truth.
The bell rings, and the highly anticipated World Tag Team Championship match between Awesome Truth and the Creed brothers is underway. Both teams are evenly matched, with a clear desire to emerge victorious. The tension is palpable as they face off in the ring, the crowd eager to see which team will come out on top. The match begins with a fierce exchange, both teams showcasing their strength and agility. Awesome Truth's experience and chemistry are matched by the Creed brothers' raw power and determination as the two teams engage in a battle of wills. The action is fast-paced and intense, with neither team willing to back down. Creed brothers' intensity and focus begin to pay off as they start to gain momentum and push Awesome Truth to their limits. However, Awesome Truth refuses to give up their tag titles without a fight as they rally back and gain momentum for themselves. Both teams are giving it their all in a desperate bid for victory. Creed brothers manage to gain the upper hand. The crowd is electric, sensing that the end is near.
Here are your winners and new World Tag Team Champions, the Creed Brothers.
The Creed brothers emerge victorious, dethroning Awesome Truth and claiming the World Tag Team Championship. Chad Gable must be extremely pleased with the achievement by his new disciples as they win their first tag team titles on the main roster. Next up, Logan Paul will defend his United States Championship against Randy Orton. At WrestleMania, Logan Paul retained the United States Championship against all odds, even though he was pitted in a triple threat match against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. 2 weeks ago, Orton confronted Paul after his match to demand for another opportunity, but was shot down. However, Randy Orton was given another chance to earn the opportunity, as he takes on Carl Anderson, Santos Escobar, and Josh Briggs in a United States Championship #1 contender fatal four-way match. He successfully picked up the victory and earned another shot at Logan Paul's United States Championship. On Friday Night SmackDown, Randy Orton was forced to team up with Logan Paul to take on the Good Brothers. However, the cooperation was short-lived as Paul bailed out on Orton, leaving him to face their opponents in a handicap match. Orton suffered a magic killer for the loss. Can Orton punish Paul for his betrayal and become the new United States champion? Let's find out right now. Making his way to the ring, the challenger for the United States Championship, Randy Orton. With his signature intensity and unbridled fury, Orton approaches the ring, ready to take on the defending champion, Logan Paul. After emerging victorious in a grueling fatal four-way match, Orton has earned this title opportunity, and he's more determined than ever to add another accolade to his illustrious career. Will the Viper's precision and power be enough to dethrone the social media sensation? And making his way to the ring, the defending United States champion, Logan Paul. With his trademark confidence and swagger, Paul struts into the ring, ready to put his title on the line against the challenger, Randy Orton. The social media sensation has been on a roll since winning the championship, using his quickness, charm, and unpredictable tactics to outmaneuver his opponents. Paul knows that Orton is a formidable foe, but he's convinced that his own skill and determination will be enough to retain the title and prove himself as a true champion. Will Paul's unorthodox style and bravado be enough to overcome the experience and intensity of the Viper?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United States Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Knoxville, Tennessee, standing at 6'4", weighing in at 242 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton. And his opponent. From Westlake, Ohio, Standing at 6 feet 2, weighing in at 205 pounds, the United States champion, the Maverick, Logan Paul.
The bell rings, and the highly anticipated match between Randy Orton and Logan Paul for the United States Championship is underway. Both competitors are evenly matched, with a clear desire to emerge victorious. The tension is palpable as they face off in the ring, the crowd eager to see which man will come out on top. The match begins with a fierce exchange, both men showcasing their strength and agility. Orton's experience and skill are matched by Paul's quickness and determination as the two men engage in a battle of wills. The action is fast-paced and intense, with neither man willing to back down. As the match wears on, the intensity only increases, with both men giving it their all in a desperate bid for victory. It's clear that this is a match that could go either way, with both men refusing to give up. This must be over. Kicks out at 2. Unbelievable. Logan Paul kicks out of the RKO. Logan Paul seizes the opportunity as he gains control of the match. Logan Paul heads to the top rope. Frog splash on Orton.
Here is your winner and still United States champion, the Maverick Logan Paul.
In the end, Logan Paul emerges victorious, retaining the United States Championship. The crowd is furious, booing loudly as Paul celebrates his win. It's Kevin Owens. He's back and he is heading straight for Randy Orton. Next match is a triple threat match for the European Championship. This rivalry started since the European Championship qualification matches weeks ago. Lexis King defeated Wes Lee and continued to attack and humiliate him after the match. The following week, Lexis King was distracted by Wes Lee's entrance playing in the middle of the match, as he anticipated Wes Lee to seek revenge for his attack the week before. Shawn Spears capitalized on the distraction and qualified for the final ladder match at Backlash to crown a new European champion. Spears overcome a gigantic task, defeating Bronson Reed, climbing the ladder to retrieve the title to become the new European champion. The following week, Wes Lee was given the opportunity to earn a title shot against Shawn Spears in a European Championship Eliminator match. Lexis King attempted to distract Wes Lee the same way he had distracted King. But Wes Lee was able to fight back and defeat Shawn Spears for a future title shot. Wes Lee then took on Lexis King to settle their differences, with Wes Lee winning the match. But Shawn Spears came into the ring and took out both competitors. As a result of his attack, Lexis King challenged Shawn Spears to a match. King picks up a victory against the European champion, further complicating the championship picture. Wes Lee then entered the ring to stare down his rival, as they set the stage for this triple threat match for the European Championship.
The following triple threat match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the European Championship. Introducing the first challenger. From Cincinnati, Ohio, standing in at 6'1", weighing in at 205 pounds, Lexis King.
Making his way to the ring, the challenger, Lexis King. With his fierce intensity and unbridled passion, King approaches the ring, ready to take on the ultimate challenge in the triple threat match for the European Championship. King is determined to prove himself as a true champion, and he's got his sights set on dethroning Shawn Spears and outlasting Wes Lee in this high-stakes matchup.
And the second challenger. From Dayton, Ohio, standing at 5'9", weighing in at 189 pounds, Wes Lee.
And making his way to the ring, the challenger, Wes Lee. With his high-flying intensity and unbridled energy, Lee approaches the ring, ready to take on the daunting task of dethroning the defending European champion, Shawn Spears, and outmaneuvering the cunning Lexis King in a triple threat match. After weeks of intense conflicts and mind games between the three competitors, the stage is set for a thrilling showdown. Lee's speed and agility will be put to the test against Spears' power and experience, while King's unpredictability and cunning tactics will threaten to upend the entire match. Will Lee's daring moves and determination be enough to secure the European Championship?
And their opponent. From Ontario, Canada, standing in at 6'3", weighing in at 235 pounds, the European champion, Shawn Spears.
And making his way to the ring, the defending European champion, Shawn Spears. With his confident swagger and arrogant smirk, Spears struts into the ring, ready to put his title on the line against the challengers, Lexis King and Wes Lee. Spears is determined to prove his superiority and retain his title, using every trick in the book to outmaneuver his opponents and remain the champion. Will his confidence and arrogance be enough to secure his reign? The bell rings, and the highly anticipated triple threat match for the European Championship is underway. Defending champion Shawn Spears, Lexis King, and Wes Lee face off in the ring, each determined to emerge victorious. The tension is palpable as the crowd eagerly anticipates the battle to come. The match begins with a frenetic pace, all three competitors vying for control. Spears' experience and cunning are matched by King's unpredictability and Lee's quickness as the three wrestlers engage in a thrilling struggle. The action is fast-paced and intense, with each competitor refusing to back down. As the match wears on, the intensity only increases, with all three competitors giving it their all in a desperate bid for victory. The crowd is on its feet, chanting and cheering as the wrestlers battle it out in the ring. It's clear that this is a match that could go either way, with each competitor pushing the others to their limits.
Here is your winner and still European champion, Shawn Spears.
In a stunning turn of events, Shawn Spears manages to pick up the win, retaining the European Championship against all odds. The crowd is shocked, having expected one of the challengers to dethrone the arrogant champion. Spears' experience and cunning ultimately proved too much for his opponents, as he outmaneuvered them to secure the win. We now have a Women's Tag Team Championship ladder match. It all started off between rivals Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox, as both had their eyes on the new WWE Women's North American Championship. Both secured victories to face each other, to determine the last entrant into the WWE Women's North American Championship Gauntlet match at Backlash. That same evening, Damage Control ambushed Bayley backstage. Bayley fought back strongly and took out Kairi Sane in the process, forcing her to be out of action indefinitely. As a result, Dakota Kai took over the title as one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. The following week, Dakota Kai defeated Tegan Nox successfully to earn the advantage of entering last in the WWE Women's North American Championship Gauntlet match. But Dakota Kai was not satisfied as she retrieved a ladder from under the ring and slammed Tegan Nox on top of it. Warning was sent for Tegan Nox to stay out of her way at Backlash. Both competitors failed to win the WWE Women's North American Championship. They then move on to team up with their respective team members in a tag team match the following week on SmackDown. Tegan Nox secured an upset win over the champions, earning a future title opportunity. In preparation for the ladder match, Natalya and Asuka clashed in a match on the recent Friday Night SmackDown. Both Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox were ejected from ringside after causing a commotion. Asuka secured a psychological advantage as she made Natalya tapped out. Will Asuka and Dakota Kai be able to retrieve the titles to retain? Or will the challengers be hungry enough to secure a championship win? Let's get started. Making their way to the ring, the challengers for the Women's Tag Team Championship, Natalya and Tegan Nox. With their fierce determination and unbridled energy, this dynamic duo approaches the ring, ready to take on the daunting task of dethroning the reigning champions, Damage Control. Natalya's veteran savvy and Tegan Nox's fearless aggression make them a formidable team, and they're more determined than ever to claim the Women's Tag Team Championship. Will Natalya and Tegan Nox's teamwork and determination be enough to overcome the cunning and experience of Damage Control? And making their way to the ring, the reigning and defending Women's Tag Team Champions, Damage Control, Asuka and Dakota Kai. With their intimidating presence and dominant attitude, this formidable duo struts into the ring, ready to put their titles on the line against the challengers, Natalya and Tegan Nox.
The following tag team match is a ladder match for the Women's Tag Team Championship.
The bell rings, and the highly anticipated Women's Tag Team Championship ladder match is underway. Defending champions Damage Control, Asuka and Dakota Kai face off against the challengers, Natalya and Tegan Nox, in a battle that promises to be intense and unpredictable. The crowd is electric, knowing that this match has the potential to be a classic. The match begins with a frenetic pace, all four competitors vying for control. Damage Control's experience and dominance are matched by Natalya and Tegan Nox's determination and teamwork as the two teams engage in a thrilling struggle. The action is fast-paced and intense, with each team refusing to back down. Tegan Nox climbs the ladder, but was stopped by Dakota Kai from retrieving the titles. As the match wears on, the intensity only increases, with all four competitors giving it their all in a desperate bid for victory. The crowd is on its feet, chanting and cheering as the intense action spills out of the ring. It's clear that this is a match that could go either way, with each team pushing the others to their limits. Tegan Nox out at ringside. Dakota Kai kept Natalya busy, while Asuka climbs the ladder. This must be it!
Here are your winners and still women's tag team champions, representing Damage Control, Asuka and Dakota Kai.
In the end, it's Damage Control who emerged victorious, as Asuka climbs the ladder to retrieve the titles and retain their championship. Damage Control's experience and dominance ultimately proved too much for Natalya and Tegan Nox, as they successfully defend their titles in a match that will be remembered for ages to come.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Making his way to the ring, the reigning and defending World Heavyweight Champion, Damian Priest. With his confident smirk and arrogant swagger, Priest struts into the ring, ready to put his title on the line against the challenger, Ilja Dragunov. This self-proclaimed leader of the new era has been dominant in his reign, using his cunning and experience to outmaneuver all comers. Priest's chiseled physique and devastating moveset make him a nearly unbeatable force in the ring, and he's determined to prove it by retaining his championship against the fierce and formidable Dragunov. Will his experience and arrogance be enough to overcome the raw strength and unbridled fury of Ilja Dragunov? And making his way to the ring, the challenger for the World Heavyweight Championship, Ilja Dragunov. With his intense gaze and unbridled fury, Dragunov approaches the ring, ready to take on the daunting task of dethroning the reigning champion, Damian Priest. The Mad Dragon has been on a collision course with Priest, fueled by a fierce determination to prove himself as the best in the world. Dragunov's raw strength, combined with his unrelenting aggression, make him a formidable opponent for anyone, and he's got his sights set on the World Heavyweight Championship. Will Dragunov's unbridled fury be enough to overcome the cunning and experience of Damian Priest?
Introducing first, the challenger. From Moscow, Russia, standing at 5 feet 9, weighing in at 187 pounds, the Mad Dragon, Ilja Dragunov. And his opponent. From West Nyack, New York, standing at 6 feet 6, weighing in at 242 pounds, representing the Judgment Day, the World Heavyweight Champion, Damian Priest.
The bell rings, and the highly anticipated World Heavyweight Championship match is underway. Defending champion Damian Priest faces off against the challenger, Ilja Dragunov, in a battle that promises to be intense and unpredictable. The crowd is electric, knowing that this match has the potential to be a classic. The match begins with a fierce exchange, both competitors vying for control. Priest's experience and cunning are matched by Dragunov's raw strength and determination as the two superstars engage in a thrilling struggle. The action is fast-paced and intense, with each competitor refusing to back down. As the match wears on, the intensity only increases, with both competitors giving it their all in a desperate bid for victory. The crowd is on its feet, chanting and cheering as the wrestlers battle it out in the ring. It's clear that this is a match that could go either way, with each competitor pushing the other to their limits. The match reaches its crescendo, with both competitors locked in a fierce and brutal struggle. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, knowing that this is the moment of truth. Both competitors are covered in sweat and bruises, but neither will give in. Another near fall for Dragunov. Suplex out of the ring and onto the floor at ringside. The crowd is electric as they sense that the end is near. Can Damian Priest finish off Ilja Dragunov?
Here is your winner and still World Heavyweight Champion, Damian Priest.
In the end, it's Damian Priest who emerges victorious, retaining his World Heavyweight Championship in a hard-fought and brutal battle. Priest's experience and cunning ultimately proved too much for Dragunov. We now bring you a WWE Women's Championship submission match between champion Bayley and challenger Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler defeated Naomi 2 weeks ago to become the #1 contender. After the match, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark tried to continue attacking Naomi with a steel chair, but Bayley rushed to the ring in time to save her buddy. The following week, Bayley teamed up with Naomi to take on Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark in a tag match. Shayna Baszler shocked Bayley and everyone else by making her tapped out of the Kirifuda clutch. Last Friday, Bayley tried to regain some momentum for herself by taking on Zoe Stark. Bayley picked up the win against Zoe Stark. Shayna Baszler then came into the ring to stare down the champion, officially challenging her to a submission match at Night of Champions. Who will tap out tonight? Let's get to it straight away. Making her way to the ring, the challenger for the WWE Women's Championship, Shayna Baszler. With her intense gaze and menacing presence, Baszler approaches the ring, ready to take on the reigning champion, Bayley, in a submission match. This former UFC fighter has been on a collision course with Bayley since becoming the #1 contender by defeating Naomi. And she's determined to use her devastating submission skills to dethrone the champion. Will the challenger's unrelenting aggression prove too much for the champion to handle? And making her way to the ring, the reigning and defending WWE Women's Champion, Bayley. With her confident smile and determined stride, Bayley approaches the ring, ready to put her title on the line against the challenger, Shayna Baszler, in a submission match. This champion has been on high alert since Baszler became the #1 contender by defeating Naomi, knowing that her opponent's devastating submission skills pose a significant threat to her reign. Bayley's experience and cunning have carried her through countless challenges, but she's never faced the opponent as ruthless and relentless as Baszler. Will her quickness and guile be enough to outmaneuver the submission specialist?
The following is a submission match, and it is for the WWE Women's Championship. Introducing first, from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. And her opponent, from Newark, California, the WWE Women's Champion, Bayley.
The bell rings, and the highly anticipated WWE Women's Championship submission match is underway. Defending champion Bayley faces off against the challenger, Shayna Baszler, in a battle that promises to be intense and unpredictable. The crowd is electric, knowing that this match has the potential to be a classic. The match begins with a fierce exchange, both competitors vying for control. Bayley's experience and cunning are matched by Baszler's raw strength and submission prowess as the two superstars engage in a thrilling struggle. The action is fast-paced and intense, with each competitor refusing to back down. As the match wears on, the intensity only increases, with both competitors giving it their all in a desperate bid for victory. Bayley's quickness and agility allow her to evade Baszler's submission attempts, but the challenger's brute strength keeps her in the hunt. The crowd is on its feet, chanting and cheering as the wrestlers battle it out in the ring. The action is fast-paced and intense as both competitors fought hard for the WWE Women's Championship. The action soon spills to ringside as Shayna Baszler takes control of the match. The match reaches its climax, with both competitors locked in a fierce and brutal struggle. Bayley's experience seems to give her an edge, but Baszler's raw power and determination keep her in the match. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, knowing that this is the moment of truth. Fuda clutch locked in.
Here is your winner via submission and new WWE Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler shocks the world by forcing Bayley to tap out to the Kirifuda clutch. The crowd erupts in disbelief as Baszler is declared the winner and the new WWE Women's Champion. Bayley's reign has come to an end, and a new era has begun. Baszler's resilience, unrelenting aggression, and submission expertise have paid off, and she stands tall in the ring. The crowd is left speechless, wondering what's next for these two superstars. Bobby Lashley survived a fatal four-way match and emerged victorious to become the first challenger for Cody Rhodes' title reign. But his celebration was cut short as Tama Tonga made a surprise appearance to take him out.
It'll be over soon. Don't worry.
The following week, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga addressed the WWE Universe and announced that the Bloodline will go after Cody Rhodes and whoever challenges him for the title. Bobby Lashley ran down to the ring to attack them, but he was quickly outnumbered and overwhelmed. Cody Rhodes came to the rescue with a steel chair and successfully chased the Bloodline out of the ring. However, Bobby Lashley speared Cody Rhodes, as he also had his sight on their title match at Backlash. At Backlash, Cody Rhodes overcame Bobby Lashley to retain his title in a hard-fought victory. The following week, both competitors team up to take on their common enemies, the Bloodline. But the match ended in disqualification, as Tonga Loa made his debut to help the Bloodline to attack their opponents. At the same time, Omos and the Reformed Hurt Business took out the Street Profits, preventing them from going to Lashley's aid. The following week, Cody Rhodes teamed up with the Pride to take on Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Omos, and Cedric Alexander. However, the heels were able to pick up the victory in this massive 8-man tag match. In a shocking turn of events, Omos and Cedric Alexander took out Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga after the match, ending their temporary alliance. 2 days ago, Cody Rhodes announced that Triple H had accepted his proposal to defend his title in a fatal four-way, Hell in a Cell match at Night of Champions against Bobby Lashley, Solo Sikoa, and Omos. That same evening, Solo Sikoa got some payback as he defeated Omos in a singles match, softening him before their title match tonight. Later in the same evening, Tama Tonga took on Bobby Lashley. Tama Tonga capitalized on the referee getting distracted by the exposed turnbuckle, hitting a stun gun for the win. Bloodline carried on attacking Bobby Lashley with a steel chair, softening him for tonight's scheduled match. We can't wait for this blockbuster main event to get started. Let us now head back to the ring for the main event.
The following Hell in a Cell match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Introducing the first challenger. From Kansas City, Missouri, standing at 6 feet 3, weighing in at 273 pounds, representing the Pride, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Making his way to the ring, the dominant force, Bobby Lashley. This powerhouse has been on a mission to destroy all in his path, using his incredible strength and speed to overwhelm his opponents. With his sights set on the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, Lashley looks to use his brutal tactics to annihilate the competition in the Hell in a Cell and claim the title for himself.
And the second challenger. From Lagos, Nigeria, standing at 7 feet 3, weighing at 400 pounds, representing the Hurt Business, Omos.
And making his way to the ring, the towering giant, Omos. This behemoth of a man has been a force to be reckoned with, using his immense size and strength to dominate his opponents. As he steps into the Hell in a Cell, he looks to use his power to overwhelm his foes and claim the undisputed WWE Universal Championship for himself. With his intimidating presence and unstoppable fury, Omos is a legitimate threat to the title, and the defending champion, Cody Rhodes, would be wise to keep a close eye on him. Will Omos' sheer power be enough to emerge victorious?
And the third challenger. From Sacramento, California, standing at 6 feet 2, 249 pounds, representing the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa.
And making his way to the ring, the ruthless and cunning Solo Sikoa. This member of the Bloodline has been a thorn in the side of Cody Rhodes, using his quickness and agility to outmaneuver the champion at every turn. With his sights set on the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, Sikoa looks to use his skills to outlast his opponents in the Hell in a Cell and claim the title for himself and the Bloodline.
And their opponent. From Charlotte, North Carolina, standing at 6 feet 1, weighing in at 220 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
And making his way to the ring, the reigning and defending undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Cody Rhodes. This courageous champion has been the target of attacks and ambushes from all sides, but he has refused to back down, using his quickness, agility, and determination to outmaneuver his foes. With his title on the line in the treacherous Hell in a Cell, Rhodes faces his greatest challenge yet as he battles the formidable trio of Bobby Lashley, Solo Sikoa, and Omos. The bell rings, and the highly anticipated undisputed WWE Universal Championship Hell in a Cell match is underway. Defending champion Cody Rhodes faces off against the formidable trio of Omos, Solo Sikoa, and Bobby Lashley in a battle that promises to be intense and unpredictable. Begins with a fierce exchange, all four competitors vying for control. Rhodes' quickness and agility allow him to evade the attacks of his larger opponents, but Omos' sheer strength and Lashley's brutal tactics keep him on his toes. Sikoa's cunning and ruthlessness make him a wild card in the match. Nails the pedigree. Crossroads on Bobby Lashley. Solo Sikoa stops the pin. The match reaches its climax, with all four competitors locked in a fierce and brutal struggle. Rhodes' determination and refusal to give up inspire the crowd as he battles against overwhelming odds. Omos' strength and Lashley's brutality seem insurmountable, but Rhodes refuses to back down. Chokeslam on Cody Rhodes. The champ is in trouble. Samoan spike on Omos. Solo Sikoa goes for the pin. Unbelievable. Kicks out at 2. The match is reaching an end. We had so many near falls that it is now impossible to predict the winner. Sikoa takes out Cody Rhodes with a steel chair. Cody breaks up the pin and dumps Lashley out of the ring onto Omos. Crossroads connects on Sikoa. Cody Rhodes has done it.
Here is your winner and still undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes emerges victorious, retaining the undisputed WWE Universal Championship against all odds. The crowd erupts in cheers as Rhodes celebrates his hard-fought victory, having overcome the formidable trio of Omos, Solo Sikoa, and Bobby Lashley. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video.